Silent movies went in. Silent movies went in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys are enjoying your holidays as we inch closer and closer to Christmas. Hopefully everyone is having a good holidays, a good week, and all that happy jazz. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the Icey Railway Podcast. I am your host, the Ice Dragon, rayronvr. We have a few things to talk about. Got some news, got some layout updates, and we'll see how it goes. But let's see who we got here watching. We've got BCR Parts. How are you, good sir? Hopefully everything is well. And Real Fan K. How are you? How are you? Chuck, how are you as well? Hopefully everyone is doing good. Yep. Happy holidays from San Antonio, the Lone Star State. All right, so we're kind of on on our way to Christmas. We've been doing the Advent Calendar series, and looks like you guys have been enjoying it, which I'm happy about. It's something I want to kind of continually do as a tradition on this channel. I think it's kind of a cool thing to do with the mini print figures, to kind of recap the mini prints that we got throughout the entirety of the year, just kind of all scrambled into one Advent calendar. So I think that's something that we'll do in the future. You got some awesome news? Oh, what do we got? Oh, is it going to be exclusively on your channel? But yeah, we got a lot of updates. We've been working hard getting the T-tracks up and going. We've got some new additions to the layout that I'll try to showcase. Just before I started the stream, I got my operational shelves up and going for storage for operations. We got our kind of a conceptual lighting to get more light on the layout. And then we've got some other things to showcase. So I'm definitely happy about that. Humani City Junction. How are you, good sir? Happy holidays to you, all the way from the city that never sleeps, New York City. Hopefully you're doing well, good sir. All right, so let's talk about some news. Got a lot of things to showcase to you guys that I've been working on the layout here. So let's dive into that. So over on the community tab on this page, I've been working on a few things. So we finally have over here in the closet is going to be Kirby Interchange or Kirby Yard. Basically the yard that allows me to store some trains, get them staged and ready to go. Basically it's going to be the interchange where we interconnect with other railways that are going to go into the internet, that will go to different railways. And so I recently just finished the 2 shelves, and those 2 shelves are going to be dedicated to everything that's going to be operational based. So you can see I've got some cars here, got the card stored with it, because those type of cars are going off into other railways. So that's how my visual representation works. So we kind of have the for example, we've got like this MKD box car that's stored away. That's going to be used for mail. We got this tanker car that's going to be coming from, or it's currently being delivered to, or delivered from us, from Trackside Mike. He's going to be delivering chocolate because he's building the chocolate factory. 100% stole this idea from Heath. So again, go give Humani City Junction a follow. I thought it was an awesome idea, and I definitely stole it, giving all the credit to him. So make sure you go follow him. He's got an awesome N-scale layout that he's building. So we've got that kind of stored over there. And right now, once that is ready to come back in our cycle, then that'll be put theoretically on the imaginary Kirby yard that I still have to build the modulars for. And then the local train, the Icey local, will then take it to our railway for distribution. So you purchased the GP60 unit, and TCF caboose with the KCS 60 boxcars. Awesome. Wow, you got a nice little haul. That's awesome. I look forward to your videos on it, for sure. So another thing that I've been trying to figure out is the lighting. And, of course, I really hate how this kind of... All right. So you can barely see. Of course, technology doesn't want to cooperate with me. So I basically put this little... This is one of my legs for the modulars. And I decided to clamp it to the side of the modular. And then I've got this new light from Amazon. Basically 2 screws to go into the wood. And then this light right here is magnetic. So I can actually detach that. And I can take it on the go with me. So I'll show you guys the light that I bought for it. So these are called bedside lamp. These are the X120. Just something from Amazon. I'll go ahead and just bring up the big screen here. So these are the little lights right here that I've got. Bedside lamp. It came with two pack, and it came with a little remote, so I get to kind of control the lights a little bit from a distance. They are internal battery based, USB-C to charge them. So when one goes out, I can just take it off and recharge it. But again, the big thing for me is about portability. These little lamps give me the portability and the flexibility that I need for when I take these modular railway down. I can easily remove the lamp because it separates right there. There's a magnetic end to the lamp from the metal basically ball that's on it, and allows me to just simply detach, and you're good to go. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you guys that light real quick. All right, so this is the light right here. This is that magnetic side. And then with the remote, I can turn it off, turn it on. It's got yellow, half and half, or pure white, which is what I tend to go with because it's easier to capture with. 50%, 100%. I even have a timer on here, which is pretty cool. I can set it on for 10 minutes, 30, an hour, 2 hours. So that's pretty cool. So these are nifty little lights. And I think it's going to solve my problem trying to get lighting on these particular modulars. And when I have to move, I can just take these off, and we're off to the races. So I'd imagine I'm going to be getting a little bit more of those in the future. And then some other things to kind of point out. So we've got some more buildings on our layout. And these we bought from SeaWorld over here. And they have these little buildings. They're pretty close to HO scale. They're basically made out of wood. And it's part of, I think it's called like the gingerbread house line. And it fits the layout. It fits the theme. It fits, we're in winter. I'm probably just going to keep these permanent. I mean, I can remove them at will. Because, again, I'm not going to leave. The only thing that's going to be permanent about these modulars is typically the primary features, which is going to be the track, road bed, and so forth. Again, the whole point of this railway is to be modular, that it can be mobile. But, yeah, we're making, so I got one light here on the little town over here. And then we got another one. Again, the picture doesn't do it justice, but we got one right here that's lighting this little area up as well. And then for all you N-scalers out there, kind of the next big news we've been working on is we finally... Yeah. Yep, for sure. Absolutely. Couldn't find out. Gotcha. So we finally started to build the other modulars. So these modulars down here, these are from Osborne Model Kits. And we've got our 4 turns here. And then we got our 2 straights. So we finally finished building. So this is basically the T-track layout for right now that we're going to make. The next step is to prime the tops of all of these. And then we'll put the track down. We'll put the wiring in. And then we should have basically an N-scale layout ready to go. So all of you N-scale fans out there, I know it's coming. I know you guys have been waiting patiently. It is coming. There is progress being made. We're waiting for a good day out here to prime these. It's been rainy the last couple days here in San Antonio, so we haven't had a really good day to really prime these. But little by little, we are getting there. And I'm excited because this is definitely going to expand us into the N-scale realm and be able to interchange the scenery. I can change up my shorts. I can change up the videos a little bit. So I'm excited to get this N-scale layout up and going. So that is definitely coming. And definitely be a big part of 2024 that I'm excited for. All right, and then the next big news comes from Bachman. Finally, we're getting these pre-orders coming on our way here. So this came from. So if you guys remember, a couple months ago, we were talking about these new transfer cabooses that were coming out from Bachman. I was a big fan of the Missouri Pacific transfer caboose here. So that was really the only one I pre-ordered. It also came in like Union Pacific, Southern Pacific, and CSX. Well, they have finally started to ship, and I actually got my notification from Train World that mine has actually shipped as well. So hopefully we'll see that in a couple, maybe a week or two, we'll see this caboose on our layout and maybe doing some operations as well. So I'm excited for that. Get finally starting to see some pre-orders. I'm waiting for notification that the GS4s have started to ship from Train World. I can't wait. I can't wait. I want to get those so bad. Definitely my most anticipated engine this year. Well, now maybe next year. Yeah, and those particular modules right now, we're going to do a space theme because what we want to do is it'll be kind of a Doctor Who inspired layout. That's what Fairy VR wants to do and where she wants to take it. Once she gets the entire layout, kind of a Space Odyssey type of theming, then we'll add some more different modulars to it. But that she is 100% focused on getting that theming together. So that's what we're going to do. So it'd be kind of cool. And that's the great thing about T-Track is that T-Track, it really is good for those who want to do pure fantasy layouts. Because I've seen some crazy ones from the National Train Show and all local train shows. So it's pretty cool to see. Come on. All right. Did Bachman make a Penn Central caboose as well? I have no idea. Not for transfer cabooses. You'll have to look to see if they came out with something before that. I would imagine so. Probably one of their starter sets. But I couldn't tell you. I don't know their full library of cabooses. Caboosei, however you want to say it. So, yeah. That's basically all the news. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Let's go ahead and showcase our train of the evening. All right, so just like last week, we had our 1219 steam engine pull our passenger Christmas train. We have now our freight train that it will be pulling. So we got some Katie Christmas boxcars. We've got a, I believe, AHC caboose, or AMC. We've got a depressed flat car there. That for life of me, I can't remember where it's from. And then we got my 3D printed kind of hopper cars that's carrying our Christmas trees. We got a Coca-Cola tanker. We got another Katie Winter. And then we got the ATSF Santa Claus kind of caboose there. So that's what we're going to be running on the layout today. So we'll go ahead and get us to all of the cameras. Do some stream rail fanning here. Yeah, no problem, rail fan. No problem. So definitely with those lights that I was talking about earlier, you can kind of see the difference. Let's bring you guys over to this camera view right here. So now this area looks a little bit more lighted. I do have to put a few more of these around the layout. But yeah, we got those new buildings to the right there. Got a little switcher kind of poking to the right there. But I would imagine with a little bit more of these lights around the layout, we'll have what we need to kind of illuminate these dark areas. But we still have to contend with shadows and so forth. I'm still trying to figure that out a little bit. But for now, it gives me just enough what I need. And all those Christmas trees there. Let's go back to all the cameras. I kind of want to showcase. So this is where that other light is. So this side's a little bit more illuminated. Again, we got a little bit more of a shadow effects I got to deal with, but ideally I would want to get floodlights, but I just don't have the availability to get them. All right, and then let's grab Phoenix Point. Class 1 Model Works. That's that depressed flat cars company that makes them. The Class 1 Model Works. Eventually, what I would like to do is probably put the inflatable, like, Santa that Mini Princess came out with. Because I got that in one of the subscription boxes. I'm still debating. I don't want to necessarily glue it, because that is a good depressed flat car from Class 1 Model Works. And I kind of want to make it interchangeable. So I just didn't have the chance to figure how I was going to do it yet. If I was going to put some magnets down or double-sided sticky tape or something like that. I'm not quite sure how I want to tackle it. But yeah, Real Fan, I didn't make it to the club yesterday. I was planning to, but it was technically the Dragon's birthday yesterday. And I got caught up in just family stuff. And then food coma happened, and then decided to do a one-piece marathon. So yeah, that didn't happen at all. And if I remember correctly, we're closed Sunday, which means yeah, we're pretty much done for the year. Oh no, we got one more time next week. We got 2 more times next week. Next Thursday and next Sunday. But the layout is slowly and surely finally progressing. And I'm hoping sometime next week we'll have... I've got some other mega project that I'm working on. Oh, dude, I'm sorry about that. Ouch. Hopefully you're feeling better. Dang, dude. But yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good holidays. I know we got Christmas coming up. So as a reminder, I do tend as a tradition stream Christmas on Christmas. So Christmas morning is when I typically do it. I like the idea of waking up, got a Christmas tree over here. I'm used to waking up on Christmas Day, opening presents and so forth. So I figure, you know what, let's just, we'll run a stream. 7 o'clock, we'll start 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Central. And I've got a quite nice train set I think you guys will enjoy for Christmas. It's my official kind of Christmas 2023, my Christmas train of the year. It's one that hasn't been showcased yet on this channel. It'll debut very early Christmas morning or very late Saturday or Sunday, or yeah, very early Saturday morning. I've got plenty of videos that you guys will see on this Christmas train. I think you guys will like it. Just a little stiffy? Yeah. Yeah. I definitely understand that. So yeah, we'll be streaming Christmas morning up until either I have to go or right when Sparky starts with his stream. He usually takes the afternoon to stream on Christmas. But it kind of amazes me just the difference between last Christmas and this Christmas. I can show you guys just how much this stream has come and this podcast for the most part. It's kind of crazy to think about it. A lot has happened this year. Let's see if I can find the very first. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is just how far we have come. So this was 1 year ago. Let's take a little bit of a field trip. Okay, so this was 1 year ago today, or 1 year ago come Christmas. So this was my Christmas morning stream last year. I was streaming from a cell phone, and it was on a tripod. Couldn't adjust or anything. And this is when I had beginner's run modular. This modular is now no longer attached, but this modular will make a return once I get. It'll become kind of Kirby Yard. It'll be the pretend Kirby Yard interchange. Hey, Warwolf, welcome back. How are you? Right now, we're just kind of talking about the Christmas stream. Christmas stream that's coming up. We'll be doing it 7 o'clock in the morning, U.S. Central Time. So this was a stream that I did last year. We ran the big boy, we ran a few other engines. Look how empty David Wilding corners were at the time. I just had the single track mainline was complete. I just recently had the golden spike over on Harbor Points because Harbor Point was my golden spike. And so it's like I got my single track connected. And as you can see, it definitely looked a lot different. I basically used the back as a storage area. That's where we're going to eventually put the Kirby interchange. That's where I put the 2 new shelves. Kind of crazy how much 1 year what I was showcasing. So yeah, that was pretty much, that's what I had at the time 1 year ago. There's the turbine, my front runner. I was trying to run all 3 trains on the main line. Trying to showcase the modulars there. So there's a testing range. So testing range is no longer part of this layout. Again, it'll be part of the Kirby interchange once I get that situated. So those modules will make a return. There's Harbor Point. That hasn't changed much. That's when I was showcasing the Digitrack stuff. I was just getting ready to install Phoenix Point at that time. Showcasing how I did the pockets and everything. So between 1 year, between when this was uploaded till now, this is what we have today. Kind of crazy to think about. And I'll go ahead and zoom in here on the big layout. So we've got, we got this wonderful multiple cam views now, which is something I've always wanted to do. We've got all of these modulars now. We got the Wave modular, which is my newest one that allows me access to the other 3 rails. We got the 3 rails on all the turns. Phoenix Point behind me is installed. And then Harbor Point will be heavily modified next. And I think that'll be a New Year's project for me and my family because they want to help me with it. So I want to buy some foam and foam up the whole right side of Harbor Point. So that way I can have a couple switches. So that way we can go into a Kirby Yard, which is going to be kind of the next plan. So right now we got, we got the Christmas tree. Basically we got the most advanced, train going around the Christmas tree that I've ever put together. So yeah, definitely pretty cool. So you ran your line air chief today. Oh no, you had issues. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Between the second and third car. I don't know anything about Lionel and an O gauge. I'm an HO guy. So I couldn't help you. My knowledge is HO. It's what I grew up with and slowly starting to dabble into N scale. All right, let's get you guys. Let's get to the 180 solo here. Do a little bit of a drive-by. And there's our BLI Power 1219 for today, along with our winter freight cars. So last stream you saw us kind of pull the Orient Express, which I consider it to be a winter passenger train. I have another passenger train that will debut on Christmas Day. It'll be my 2023 Christmas train. And you guys will get all the videos. Like, all my shorts are dedicated to this train. I've got 3 fully edited videos ready for you guys on Christmas. And then we'll have a live stream. It'll be the first time I've done this many videos, this many shorts, and a live stream all in one day. So you guys will have a plethora of Christmas content on this channel for you guys. I think you guys will like it. When I got the passenger cars, I instantly knew that this was going to be my Christmas Day train. And then we'll also stream it on Christmas as well. See, and that's what it's all about. That is the joy of model railroading. Model railroading and Christmas just go hand in hand. And especially, I have to give it to Lionel, because typically it's Lionel or G-Scale that you'll typically see going around a Christmas tree. But I kind of went ham on this one. With this layout around the Christmas tree, kind of crazy. But the fact that the kids enjoyed it, you know, you may have just got a future model railroader into the hobby because of that. And that's what truly matters. We got to keep the hobby alive. Got to keep it going. That's why I work so hard on this channel. Why I continue to push myself to see just where is my limit when it comes to this. Because I want to make sure that we have something for this in the future and for other generations to enjoy as well. And I understand that you guys probably won't be able to see all the content, but again, just pick and choose what you enjoy. If you enjoy operations, I have a few operational videos on the channel. I gotta do a lot more, to be honest. I'm kind of slacking a little bit on that front. I have a few repair videos if you're into that. My biggest joy in the hobby though is just rail fanning and driving the train. Seeing a train go around circles, that's what I enjoy, and that's pretty much what you're gonna see on it. I do have some camera train videos, 360 videos, so I do my best to showcase what I can. At a resort, awesome, huge G-scale layout. That's awesome. I'm thinking about for next year, probably having either Lionel or a G-scale train going around this Christmas tree on the floor. Do a floor layout like how Anthony Dodge kind of does it. It's definitely something I'm thinking about doing. That way, it just gets me into an excuse that I need to look into, like either Lionel or G. But I think the simplest one to get into will be Lionel. And they've got the snap track system. So Lionel's kind of appealing to me right now. And they've just got so many fantasy trains that'll work. So I'm thinking we'll do Lionel. Put a Lionel train around this Christmas tree on the floor for next year. Interesting. Yeah, BCA parts. Not a lot of people. I mean, from what I've seen and run into, G scale is not that common. So I say go ham with it. Yeah, do the garden. And there's so much you can do. There's so much you can do with a garden railroad. That's why my real fancy dream for HO scale is once there is a good commercial dead rail battery, attach it to a Bunami decoder, 3D prints my track, and take HO and put it outside. Someday. I think we're really close. The biggest thing that is kind of not happened yet is that battery. It's not there yet. I'm waiting for a company to really join forces with the Bunami decoder or make it a little bit more user friendly. Because I've got the files for HO track that I can 3D print right now, if I really, really wanted to. Yeah, I think we are much closer to an HO, like a true proper HO garden railway than we think. We just got to put the battery source into the locomotives. All right, let's do some more rail fanning. I'll take you on this one here. This is going over Ghetto Bridge. Going to the Wilding corner there. We see the maintenance of way track to the left and our Daenerys Industry building on the right. All right, we'll bring up this one. Yeah, stick figure animator, nice. Yeah, I love trains. Trains, that game is really good. I actually, funny story. I want to get into more video gaming for trains in general. Matter of fact, 2 streams ago, I did a stream on the new game that just came out recently called Railroader, which is basically operation-based virtual railway. And I wanted to do trains as well, but I forgot about the audio, and the audio was copyrighted. So I went to go upload it, and it's like, I'm sorry, you can't display this because it's copyrighted. It's like, oh, I forgot to mute the audio for the music and just the background sounds. So basically, I had like 5 videos ready to go, and couldn't do it. So that left me a little bit salty, and it was just stupid on my part. I should have known better. And so that series has kind of been put on hold for now. But I plan to kind of restart Railroader and start recording that series. So that's definitely something I want to do for 2024 is just get more video gaming content for trains. Huh. Yeah, it's just the luck of the draw. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes, I'd like to thank everyone for being here, for again taking part of your, is basically a holiday Friday because we're going into the holiday weekend now. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. For those who will watch in the post live stream, again, thank you for all the watches, all the likes, the comments. Really helps the channel, helps, again, get to my number one goal. Try to spread the knowledge, the word that this hobby exists, and that we can get more people into this world's greatest sandbox hobby. Interesting. Yeah, I need to get back into it. Um, I have a time slot in my production schedule to do video games for railroading in general. So Trains 2 is going to be one I'm going to hit hard. And then Railroader. I'm going to do Railroader first because I love the concept of that game. That you have a person that's dispatching in sandbox mode. You can build up a company, and then you can do like real life operations. And you have waybills and car cars. Like all that stuff is awesome to me. So yeah, we'll definitely get back into that pretty hard. And then something else I'm thinking about starting up in 2024. With Heath moving from Tuesday 7 p.m. Central to Wednesday 8 p.m. Central, I'm thinking about doing something similar to like Off the Rails and Sidetrack Sunday and something like that, where I will stream the second Tuesday of the month. I don't know what to call it yet. I'm still kind of thinking about it, but um, to do like a joint venture type of thing for that Tuesdays for that particular time slot. I don't know. For now, it'll probably still be the Icey Railway podcast because I can't stream that Friday, the second Friday, due to Samurai General meetings. So for now, I think I'll move. I'll move from that Friday to that Tuesday. So that way I can at least stream the Icey Railway podcast once a week. But that may evolve. That time slot may evolve a little bit for me. We'll see. Yeah, definitely. Which you kind of reminded me of something. Um, so the other day we were going by Kirby Yard, and if you see my community post on this, take another quick field trip. So it's like I was driving, and it's like I told Ferry, you need to take a picture of this. And it's like the other day, I didn't even realize that these ore cars still exist today. I thought this is something that got phased out after the transitional era. So little did I know that these cars actually still are being used today. So this is the first time I've ever seen these cars in real life. So that to me was really special because I'm used to seeing all the other modern freight, like we see it all the time, but seeing something like this, that was pretty cool. That was really really special to see. So glad I was able to get that moment on the picture. Yeah, I didn't know, and like surprise. So yeah, yeah. I think these are brand new. I mean, they were shiny like right out of the factory. So yeah, never knew, never knew. Again, because I don't model prototypical. I just put together whatever looks nice. So the fact that these still exist, that's pretty cool. That's really really cool. But yeah, eventually, what I would like to do there, Warwolf, is I do want to make the Polar Express an HO. That is another thing I'm trying to get. It is a pain to get the cars though, because I think they only came in the Bachmann set, and I think Lionel made some in HO scale too. They're not easy to find, so it's getting to the point I'm going to make my own and just brand it my version of the Polar Express. Yeah, and I would imagine that's what Split Rock uses, or kind of is inspired Split Rock's layout. But again, I thought that was more earlier or late transition years. Didn't realize it was still in modern day. Nope, I haven't visited the East Yard. Kirby Yard's the only one that I can really, go dry by from day to day. We tried to rail fan the San Antonio yard, but it's hard to even see the yard. It's so kind of enclosed around residential neighborhoods. It's really hard to see it. And the roads aren't that great to get to it. So, yeah, we gave up trying to rail fan downtown San Antonio yard. But yeah, that was pretty cool to see. Well, that will definitely make sense. That would definitely make sense. Yeah, we're going to Corpus Christi tomorrow to just not necessarily a mini vacation, but just kind of a staycation. Fairy VR loves the ocean, loves the water, so we're gonna go out there. Yeah, definitely Minnesota, the largest iron mines left. Yeah. That's all good. People are doing stuff, so. And like I say, if you wanna, he has a lot more stuff on his channel, so feel free to check him out as well. It's gonna be a bucket list item for me to go see his layout, because I do like the ore cars. I'm still building my ore car. A lot of the ore cars that I tend to see are from the Utah copper mines, but they went to the bigger 2-bay hopper, 3-day hoppers, and so forth. But I do have some Utah Railway smaller ore cars that I'm trying to find and build up. Yeah, BCA parts. That I remember seeing those trains when I was young because they would go back and forth. There was a Kennecott copper mine. There was it would interchange a lot of the Utah Railway. Matter of fact, the Utah Railway that you see kind of parked on my Phoenix Point behind me that I use for ops. Well, I'm going to use for ops. That's what I used to see all the time. So I'm trying to collect those. Randall, how are you, good sir? Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully work ain't keeping you too busy. Getting some good rail finding. I like your review videos you got coming out. Short, simple, and to the point. I love it. Um, One thing I think I need to start up again in 2024 as well. I've been getting a lot of requests for the turntable videos to come back. So, what I want to bring it back, but I got some ideas. And speak of the devil, there's the Mr. Split Rock himself. So yeah, we were just talking about the ore cars that I saw. So when I was passing our Kirby yard, we had these little three guys. I thought these guys didn't exist anymore. Long and behold, they still exist. And then we were just talking about, they still exist in Minnesota. So, so quoted from BCF Parts. But yeah, this was the first time I've ever seen these cars in real life. And it was kind of cool. Right? Yeah, and it shows from this picture because I think these are brand new. They were shiny right out of the factory. I think they were being shipped up to the CN. Because this was a UP manifest. Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. So if I get stuck to having to run modern stuff on a modern layout for a modern club, I can have a crap ton of these. Because what I plan on doing, something else that I really want to do, I'm going to break my rules just a little bit in my collection. Um, I'm probably going to stick with scale trains. When scale trains, oh, this F6 to test new dump doors. Oh, cool. Hey, learn something new every day. That's legit. Yeah, just take your time, Randall. Do works best for your schedule. Yep, no rush. Let's see. What was I? I was gonna do something. What was it? Do massive brain fart. Oh yeah. Um. Ow. CPKC. I know we give a lot of crap to CPKC. But one thing that I do respect is their new color scheme. So, if you guys have been following my channel, this was a big news that we followed. And when Scale Trains announces that they're going to do a run of this, I'm gonna order some. I'll probably order 3 of these because I love this paint scheme so much. Like out of all of the modern Class 1 railroads right now, once this one gets produced in HO scale, I'm gonna grab some. It's a hot take, I know, but with this paint scheme, I've got some ideas on what I want to do. If I ever run into a modern layout club, I'll at least have modern engines to run them. Or if they come in like SD70 Aces, I'll probably get those too. Because then I can intermatch with some of my UP Heritage units that I've got. But what I'm thinking about is these diesels, the paint scheme, I see them as a winter scheme. And I would love to have this pull a lot of my Christmas trains. So with 3 of these, it'll be perfect. And I'll definitely get scale trains because they're the best pullers, I think. So we'll see. Ah, interesting. Gonna pick up with a vengeance. Yeah, I don't know if you're tied up with. Oh man, kind of going a little bit off topic. Union Pacific has been flooding my Twitter feed because they want to reopen the border for railroading, and obviously it all deals with the politics and everything. But I would imagine that things are slowed down right now because it's closed, but then I can imagine definitely speeding back up. And that's just more on Union Pacific. 'Cause I follow Union Pacific news a lot, just for my general essay and just awareness of things. But yeah, it's interesting times. Interesting times for Union Pacific. The other thing I could consider doing is get these CPKC schemes in N scale. That could be another option because there's a lot more like fantasy boxcars with Christmas in N scale from Microtrains and Kato, and that could be something I may do too. I may get them in N scale. Yeah, and that's the cool thing about it is that at least in my lifetime, it's the first time I've seen. Well, I don't want to say that. Me being hardcore into the railroading sphere, this is the first time I've seen a class one. Because there's been plenty of mergers, especially in the Union Pacific tree, that I was alive for, just didn't remember because I was too young at the time and didn't really have the knowledge or didn't watch the news to see those mergers. Whereas with the CPKC, I was able to watch it from announcement to full blown implementation. I think that's way cool to see. Fair enough, Randall. Fair enough. Yeah, that goes into the business aspect of things. That goes into the politics of things, and that's just a little bit outside the scope of what I tend to want to go into. I'll tap my toes a little bit into it, mm, but I can understand. Sometimes to fully gain the knowledge of things, we have to dive into those things, respectively. And it's that respective part that gets blown out of proportion, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't remember it. Like, I was born in 88. Born in 88 yesterday. And I don't remember any of the mergers. Don't remember any. Yeah, for sure. Yep. And don't get me wrong, it's definitely good to talk about those things, but there's a time and a place. And for me, this time slot is dedicated to just relaxing, enjoying the hobby, and just trying to promote the world's greatest sandbox hobby. I was wondering when someone was gonna calculate my age. Yeah, I look older. I know. Maybe it's the mustache. The mustache. Yeah. The BNSF color scheme is not bad though. Man, if I had to rank all the class one color schemes just based off of art, what would I put number one? Obviously, and I hate to say this, UP is last because it's just piss yellow. Even though I'm a UP fan, yellow. Objectively speaking, meh. It's just yellow. Um, I like Norfolk Southern. I think that'll be my number one. I like the idea of the horse, the black and white. That's pretty up there. BNSF is probably my second. CN and then CP. Well, now that all changes. Once CPKC get their color scheme out, that's number one for me. And then probably Norfolk Southern being number two. Yeah, you like CN? Nice. But yeah, when I buy Union Pacific engines, they gotta have that American flag on the side because that breaks up that yellow, and that looks nice to me. But the newer paint scheme is moving that American flag from the side to right beneath the cab window. And their reasoning for that was because on the side is where they typically get a lot of the exhausts and just dirt and grime and everything, and it would dirty that American flag, and so they didn't want to disrespect the flag, so that's why they wanted to put it underneath the cab window where it's less susceptible to being discolored on the engine. So I can respect the decision, but I still prefer it right in the middle. It still looks good. Yeah. Yeah, the SPSF. So I think that's my well, no. My favorite fallen flag paint scheme is Missouri Pacific. Mopac all the way. And if I were to do operations, if I would to like do this prototypically, I would do Mopac in a heartbeat. I love that blue. I love the white. I love the eagle on the side. Like nothing has come close, I think, for me personally, that comes to the Mopac paint scheme. There's something about it. And then the two chevrons in the front and the back. I love Mopac so much. And their passenger cars are just gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. It is. Yeah, it is retro. Yeah, it is retro for them. For the 1990s and then 2000s. Yep. Yeah, I'll agree with you there. But I'm also biased because I love the blues. I mean, just look at my Christmas tree. It's got the ice blue, baby blue, navy blue with that white. Those are colors that appeal to me a lot. So ice, winter theme colors. Like this is my time of the month. I love just the paint palettes of Christmas, of winter, and that's the whole reason that came about with the Ice Dragon, with that color schemes. When I went to my when I commissioned it with my artist, those are the colors that I really wanted to go with. So that is just those colors just paint throughout my channel. And eventually, I want to get a nice banner for the channel that's in that type of themes. But I'm waiting for the right time to do that because I'm thinking how I want it to look, and I'll get that commission done. Yeah, Frisco's pretty nice. The reds and whites, but I'm not a fan of red as a color palette. It's just personal preference. But yeah, guys, if you're watching, feel free to hit that like button. Again, no requirements. It just helps out grow the channel, help get those algorithms working, and spread the knowledge that model railroading exists as a hobby. That's the main reason why I try to do it, why I work so hard to get that out there. But again, I appreciate any support you guys can give, even just by watching, lurking. We appreciate all you lurkers out there, those who watch on the rewatch as well. And as we get closer and closer to getting emotes, which, in the famous words of Tom's Trains and Things, I do have a rant about YouTube. Because I didn't realize behind the scenes, like, you'll see the subscribers go up and down because you got bot accounts, you got copycat accounts, you got accounts that get deleted. And so, YouTube has to do the purge and making sure that all those accounts are gotten rid of. So you see the subscriber numbers go down and they go back up from time to time. What I didn't know was that the YouTube watch hours also do the same thing. So as the YouTube accounts get banned or get rid of, they wipe out all those view numbers as well. So in the past week, I lost 24 hours worth of view hours. And I went to YouTube, is like, what's going on here? And then I quickly realized, oh, you know what? It's because they're banning accounts. Those hours go away. So, yeah, we were at 2460 when I last went at our peak this month, and then I saw it go down to like 430, and then I saw it go down to 2400, and then now we're back at 2417. So it's like it's been a roller coaster ride when it comes to the view counts. Yeah, no problem, BCF Parts. We're at 2416, something like that. I kind of got burnt out of watching that number because it just made me more frustrated, to be honest. But at this point, I'm just trying to crank stuff out. Let me see here. YouTube Studio. Let's see here. So, yeah, as far as the numbers are concerned. So, we're back at 2419 for watch hours. So, 2,419 out of the 3,000. And the thing is, I don't know if that's actually going to wipe at the end of the year. So, I don't know. At this point, I think we may actually hit the YouTube short number first before we get the watch hours. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that was a roller coaster. Because I didn't realize that when accounts get banned or get nuked from the website, it takes their watch hours with them, which makes absolutely yeah. I could see why it makes sense, but it's like if they watched it, just let them keep it. Because that should be a hard number that's set. But it goes to show you how much is actually attached to one individual account. That they have the data that attaches these watch hours with that particular profile. Which is pretty interesting. On the back side of things. So yeah, I learned that. What I suspect is going to happen is that 3,000 is going to wipe starting 1 January. I could be wrong. This will be the first time that I've really watched it closely to see if it actually resets come 1 January. And if it doesn't wipe 1 January, then I have no clue how it works or when that timer resets. Or will it reset after I get partnered? I don't know. YouTube says one thing and does another. So I don't know. But again, that's on me. That's on me to get stuff, to get videos out. That's the big thing. All right. Let's see here. Where is our train? I think it's time to get you guys on board. I think we need to get you guys on board. So let's do this. Let's go to... All right, we'll wait for one more lap here. Let's get you guys the 4-camera view because we haven't done that yet. Is center a good spot for this? Yeah, that'll work. All right. And yeah, I do my best to try to be transparent about it as best as I can. That won't be... So as soon as we get partnered, there will be some TOS partnership things that I won't be allowed to discuss. I think the big thing there is like how much money I make or some other things. I have to read the TOS. But there are some restrictions that I can't show you just because I'm bound by the YouTube contract. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. All right. Looks like we're pretty close here. All right, we'll do some operations get you guys on board. All right, so welcome aboard our Christmas freight train 1219. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Okay. I'm going a little fast. All right, I'll slow it down. Okay. Yeah, it will definitely let me know if I've derailed. Yeah, we still on track. All right, let's do this. See, as you can see, I want to put the foam on the right-hand side of this modular, and I got that switch right there. I want to go straight back. So I'm thinking that'll be a New Year's vacation or New Year's weekend project for me. No, I appreciate that, Will Fank. No, we're still on track. I do appreciate the concerns. Absolutely appreciate it. It's the express train. So, and this actually gives you a good kind of viewpoint here. You can see on the left-hand side the stick with the camera, or with the light. So if I have a couple more of those around the layout, it'll illuminate the entire railway a little bit better. There's the Colorado Eagle from Mopac. So slowly and surely, we're getting some eye candy for the layout. It's been a little slow, but we're getting there. So the NMRA division meets on the even numbered months. So the next one's going to be in February. As far as like doing anything with them, I haven't had the time just yet to really incorporate. I'm still kind of working on my master's degree, so that's what's kind of putting a pause on getting my MMR. Just like everyone else, I want to start off with electrical. I think I have a good grasp on electrical. And then I'll probably go after my operational one. Papa John, Merry Christmas to you as well. Welcome. How are you, good sir? And I think I would also like to do an article about mobile layouts. Because this entire layout has one theme in mind, and it's just designed to be mobile. I got mobile lighting, mobile camera work. I kind of want to showcase that you can do a lot of mobile work on a layout, and a simple circle like this you can do operations on too. So I'm toying with that idea as well. Not sure if I'm actually going to pull the trigger on it, but which reminds me, I've got to build some more car cards. I'm adding my BL2 Mopac unit. And I've got my 2023 NMRA hopper car I got to add as well. Hey, Kyle Stevens. Just driving by. All good. All good. Thank you for stopping by. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you as well. I appreciate that. Yeah, I understand. Like the time slot's not the time slot's late for a lot of people. And what I'm trying to do to compromise is with Heath moving to Wednesday, my Icey Railway podcast that I can't do that second Friday because of the my local club's general meeting, I'm going to push that to Tuesday at 7 p.m. So that will be starting in January. So that way you get the Icey Railway podcast at least once a week. And we don't have that awkward break between the first and third week. And just as a reminder, I will be streaming Christmas Day as well. I'll be streaming Christmas morning, 7 a.m. U.S. Central Time. I'll be running my 2023 Christmas train, which you guys haven't seen yet. Hasn't been debuted on this channel yet. There's my Icey local, which I can now go ahead and put away on my shelf. So that way it frees up some space. But yeah, in the closet that's coming up that you'll see, I finally installed my 2 shelves. I'll probably add maybe one more shelf, but those shelves are going to basically carry all of my operational cars. I have car cards and waybills on them. And eventually I'll get my Kirby yard in there as well. But little by little we're making progress. And then you can see the 3 modulars that are not used currently. Those will act as my temporary Kirby interchange until I actually get the modulars built for the yard itself. But yeah, we'll be streaming Christmas till usually noon. Either noon or when I have to go or when Sparky starts his stream. It'll be one of the 3 conditions of when I'll end. Alright, let's go ahead and switch up cameras here real quick. Get you guys the Christmas tree view. Uh-oh. Now we have a problem. Of course, you go around the track plenty of times, and now you decide to uncouple. Hang on. Okay, let's do this. So these Christmas trees, I just got them from Dollar Tree and just put them on my 3D printed wannabe hopper cars. You jinxed them, Real K. You jinxed them. I blame you for this. They're ruined just fine. So those little ceramic holiday buildings, I got those from Walmart. And I was looking at the door on them. And I was like, you know what? It's close enough to HO scale. Got kind of lucky with those. There you go, BC Parts. And that's something to talk to. I highly encourage, if you guys haven't, look at what your local NMRA division is. And if they're active, definitely check them out. I cannot begin to tell you, since I've joined the Lone Star Region Division 6. Okay, now we're having issues. Hang on. Stop. I need to rotate that coupler. I can already tell the Class 1 Model Works couplers I gotta swap out. Yeah, lightning strikes twice apparently. No, I've rotated the Class 1 Model Works flat car and see if that works better. Because I don't know what happened. I think the weight may have adjusted just enough that it uncouples now. But as I was saying, if you get the opportunity to join an NMRA division, I highly recommend it because you never know when you may just get some goodies. Like there's this one member that just constantly brings in Model Railroader magazine and some Mopac Society magazines, which I tend to grab as soon as I see it. And yeah, I love it. And we do giveaways and modeling tips and clinics and so forth. The clinics alone are worth their gold. I'm kind of half tempted to run the BLI. You know what? I'm gonna run it. I've decided. I want to run that engine. That engine needs some love. Just because of the story behind it. I need to join Split Rock. That's one of the things. I've got so many things I want to join. OPSIC is one. I want to join. What's the in order of presence though? I need to join the Mopac Railroad Society. I love their magazine. I'm a big fan of the Mopac. So more than likely, I'll do the historical societies first, and then probably do the others next. Okay, I think we'll go to all the cameras. We haven't gone to all the cameras yet, and we're gonna bring out an engine that's gonna be called the Icey Express. It's just one of those times I've got an urge to run this around the layout, so we're gonna do it. And then watch hysterically as I crash two trains together. Hmm. Okay. Let's bring this person. Let's bring this train out. There we go. Okay, slow down. All right, we're gonna speed up the. It's still going fast. Now this is a 3-pole AMC or HCBL2. So it doesn't do well with the slow speeds, which is why I'm kind of speeding up the other engine a little bit more. It's got the jitters. It needs to be broken into a little bit more, but I did a complete overhaul on it. So it'll be a little bit jittery. But there's something special about this diesel. We'll speed up that one. And you're catching up. And welcome back, Keith. Yep. Definitely expecting to be a disaster. It's been a while since I've run 2 trains on the layout. I can't remember, to be honest. I think they are... Uh-oh. There's the disaster. There's the disaster. They are... Oh, my goodness. I forgot what brand they are. Give me a second. Alright, we're going to take this off, because this is now annoying me. We're going to bring this... Love you, Heath. They are La View, is what I use. I go through a phone to capture. I tend to go through the commercial route of things. Yeah, I don't do RTSP because I'm not smart. I try to go through just whatever commercially available. So the law view cameras are connected to an external battery source that's on a flat car that allows me to go to my phone, and then my phone's capturing it through OBS. So that is what I use. So we had to disconnect the Class 1 Model Works. The couplers are a little too high, and it's the stock couplers that come with it. I need to replace them with KD number 5s because it keeps disconnecting. It's the Gremlins. The Gremlins did it. The Gremlins are disconnecting and causing chaos. Oh, great. Now you're not going to go. All right. And we're finally back off to the races. It's off. It's actually in my maintenance of way track right now. It's not connected to the train. I took it off. But yeah, I am officially, if we really want to go technical, then yes, it is under bad order right now. Because I got to change out the couplers on it. That's the one thing. I think companies need to understand that, at least for me personally, I will pay a little bit more to get KD couplers installed than these plastic cheapo pieces of crap. But again, it has the business side of things, and it gets complicated super quick. Okay, so we've got our winter train, and we got our BL2 diesel Eagle running around the track. Somewhat safe distances from each other. Ish. I could probably slow down that one a little bit. So the BL2 was a DC engine that I got for like $5. It needed a lot of cleaning, new grease. The brushes had to get a little bit clean because they were black. Had to use a carbon fiber pencil to get to the motor to clean it up. So it needed a good overhaul of cleaning. Cleaned it up. Put a decoder buddy. Put a Digitrax 21 pin decoder, and it's got a Keep Alive in it. However, I think the Keep Alive is installed wrong. I need to do a little more research on it. And converted it to DCC. And I've loved it ever since. It's such one of those unique diesels. So here it comes now. And that train right there is my Icey Express that I use for operations. Originally, I was using a GP38-2, but when I got a hold of that BL2, it's like, I need to use that. Hey, Warwolf, you guys are going to get a little bit of a sneak peek because since you brought this up, let me show you something. Let me show you something really quick since you brought that up. I'll give you a little sneak peek into something that's probably going to be releasing tomorrow. Okay, let's go to... I need to go to Studio. That's why I can't find it. Let's see here. I need to go to Content. Short. A little bit of a field trip. I need to go to Shorts. What's today? 22nd. So this will be debuting tomorrow, but I'll give you the debut. Would you be talking about this layout? This wonderful O-scale winter layout at SeaWorld, San Antonio. Would you be talking about this? I think that's the layout you're talking about. So yes, I'm very aware of that layout, and I have a few shorts coming out about it tomorrow. And you just saw one. Yeah, we went to SeaWorld a few days ago. Let's take one more field trip as well. Let's go. I'll show you some pictures. Definitely not model railroad related. This is beyond the model railroading time. This is definitely fits in that category. Let's see here. Home. Come on, brain, I can do it. Okay, so field trip. So we went to San Antonio. San Antonio. We went to SeaWorld, and they have a very epic light show for Christmas, and it is just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. If you ever come to San Antonio, you gotta go to SeaWorld. And I'll show you some other pictures. This is my favorite part of just any amusement park for me. again, we talk about how I love the color palette of the blues, the navy blue, and they right next to the Orca Encounter, they have this section that's just lit up like this, and it is just the gorgeous thing ever. And then we got the snow effects. It's like this place is heaven for me. And then we got some flamingos right there. This is what gets me excited about this time of year. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely love it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, if you want to follow up on my all of my other IRL BS and just me being just, I do have a Twitter account. I wouldn't recommend if you just like model railroading. I don't recommend following my Twitter account because I talk about NFL. I talk about all sorts of other things on Twitter. All the model railroading related announcements I do on my community tab here on the channel. So, yeah, that's how I separate model railroading versus everything else. Twitter's my everything else. My gripes about the world and so forth. But yeah. Yeah. All right, Real Fun K, take it easy. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Like I said, I'll be streaming on Christmas morning, so hopefully you get better. And if we don't see you on Monday, then we'll definitely see you next Thursday. Yeah, and that goes to a whole nother subject for another day. This is what I would call a Twitter conversation because Twitter is so trash anyway. I try to put some good things up, like those pictures, and share some good stuff, but Twitter's just trash. Well, I call it now Twitter X because technically it's called X, but I call it Twitter or Twitter X, whatever. Oh, here was another one. So this is from their Coca-Cola. I may go back there. Fairy VR wants to go back. I think I'm gonna go back. This place is so magical. It's just so freaking magical. Yeah, I love Christmas. It's the best time of the year for me. And hopefully you guys find your peace. You guys find your inner joy in the holidays. And hopefully you guys don't feel alone on the holidays. Again, I have a plethora of content coming out on Christmas. I have a record amount of content coming out on Christmas. So there's plenty to watch. And that train's about to catch up. Oh, crap. Come on. There we go. So again, you are not alone on Christmas. I'll be streaming in the morning. Sparky will be streaming in the afternoon. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of other people streaming as well. Those are the ones that I know about. I'm sorry to hear that, Warwolf. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta look past it, though. Just look at the good things in life. Just the big thing is just continue to do what you enjoy to do. I cannot begin to tell you how many trolls I get on the short videos that I post, but it's like, you know what? It's whatever. The really bad ones I'll delete. And it's like, okay, you wasted all that time and effort. But again, the big thing is I'm glad you're here. Hopefully I can get your mind off of things. And together we can enjoy just trains running around the good old Christmas tree for the holidays. Alright, let's do some rail fanning on this BL2 diesel here. Not that one. Let's do this one. We haven't had this angle in a while. Let's get rid of the face cam here. Yeah, those Colorado Eagle Passenger cars are just so gorgeous. See, I'm sorry to hear that. See, that's usually the worst thing that could happen is someone to just quit. That's unfortunate. Yeah, and sadly, I do know a few channels that quit just because they got burnt out. They got, trolled, as you stated, and it's just a freaking shame. But I just keep pressing forward. It's like, I know my production schedule. I know what I want to put out. If people don't like what I'm putting out, there's plenty of other channels that they can go to. I mean, the Icey family here is about 3,700 strong, so I'm doing something. 3,700 other people enjoy what I put out, so I appreciate that. And that's what just keeps me going. Oh, I've had trolls. Don't get me wrong. I've had plenty of trolls. I've been doing live streaming for a lot longer than this channel. In the early days of Twitch, man, when people got the spam bots going, man, I could not begin to tell you just the hideous amount of things that would come through Twitch chats. Like, we're talking some really grody things, and it just got to the point that you had to put bots in just to ban keywords and spammers and text art and all that crap. So I've been technically been doing live streaming since 2013. I started with League of Legends. And then I quickly moved over to Warhammer 40k live streams on Twitch. And then I moved over to model railroading. And then I moved from Twitch to YouTube when YouTube started doing the shorts. Once they started doing the shorts and the live streams got a lot better as far as the structure of it. How it can be saved as a video once you're done with the live streaming. That was when I moved over. And really the final straw when I moved over to YouTube was when Twitch promoted the bathtub streams and actually created a stupid category of it. That's when I said, enough's enough. I'm switching over from Twitch to YouTube. And I'm glad I did. I never looked back. Because I love doing the shorts. I love what I do weekly. Everything I do it out of love. I just have a ton of fun. Like, I look forward every week to the Friday evenings to just turn this layout on. It comes alive, and I get to share it with you guys. It's just the fun part of the hobby. And and don't get me wrong too. I get a lot of prototypical modelers. You know, they joke around from time to time, but then you get those people that say you need to do it this way, you need to do it that way. It's like, no, I don't. It's a sandbox hobby for a reason. There's a reason why I call it the world's greatest sandbox hobby, because I can do whatever I want. And that has resulted into the Icey Railway, this layout that I call today. And that should not discourage anyone from doing what they love to do. You know, there's a big motto that I love to go by on this channel, and that is the gateway to model railroading. I'm hoping by me producing the crap ton of shorts that I do, all the videos that I do, that you'll find this channel, and then I can steer you in the right path if you want to find something else that suits you more. Like if you want to do N scale, you got Mystic Railway. We've got Chuck here that's doing it. Heath from Yan City Junction does N scale. If you want to see like a much bigger layout, go check out Sparky. If you want to see European trains, go see Anthony Dodge. If you want to see Australian trains, go see Artie, Aussie American Railway. If it's one thing I've discovered, we all find each other eventually. So okay, let me slow you down. Let me slow you down the time. I've almost got this speed matched. So I'm just hoping that if you find me, then you'll find a whole bunch of other people as well. Oh yeah, and SMT Mainline. Yep, he is the one that. What's great about it is that SMT Mainline does a lot of the repair work for DC because I have a lot of those DC engines. And so he was the one that I watched religiously. A new repair video came out. I would watch it. Live streams have been getting harder because I usually live stream the same time he does from time to time. But yeah, I know he's connected he's got his 3 big sections now of his layout, which is awesome. And he can interchange it from DC to DCC. That's the way to do it. I'm stuck on DC because I follow Freemo standards. And I'm in the process now of getting a lot of my DC converted over to DCC. And eventually the big future is I want to convert my entire railway to Blunamis, and then I don't have to worry about it. I can go DC or DCC. And what's nice about it, you see all these channels. You got SMT Mainline, you've got TSG Multimedia, you've got Icey, and there is an audience out there for model railroading, and that is the great thing about it. There is an audience here on YouTube for that stuff. We got Coaster Fan for the rail fanning videos. He just hit 1 million. So it's great. And I never thought, little old me will, I thought my goal was to get at least 100 to 1,000 by the end of the year. I wasn't sure if I was going to make 1,000 by the end of the year, but never in my wildest dream I would imagine, yeah, when you got hardcore into this, you would have almost 4,000 by the end of 2023. That's absolutely insane. And as I've always been saying, that's your guys' achievement. You saw something in my video that you liked and hit the subscribe button. Which again, I thank each and every one of you. So my passion and what keeps me going is I just want to make sure that when you hit that subscribe button that it's going to be worth something to you, that you're going to get value out of it. Either me showcasing a billion different trains or just, chatting here on the live stream. So, yeah. All right. Werewolf, take it easy. Merry Christmas to you as well. But yeah, again, I do appreciate everyone that made this possible. And we'll probably hit 4,000 either at New Year or either the first or second week of January, which is still insane to think about. Okay, we'll do some more rail fan in here, and let's get you guys over to this camera view. Get rid of the face cam. Let's see, we got a train coming up over here, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's take you guys over here. Alright. There's just something about that BL2 diesel that's so freaking cool. The aerodynamic of the design. Get another angle of that BL2. Now this had a fluorescent bulb in it, so I gotta replace that to LED eventually. But I think I wanted to take out the I really wanted to convert this into a Bunami engine. That's kind of where I want to take it. Let's do the 180 camera. Get an action shot here. To my understanding, yes. I can't remember if it was the F units. That it was basically an F unit, but they shaved it to look like that design of the BL2. But yes, that's exactly right. It was supposed to help improve the train crew's visibility, but it never caught on. I think they had some issues with it. I think it was EMD, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it never caught on. I mean, let me just double check that. BL-2. Yeah, EMD BL2. Total of 58 units. Yeah, it was a car body design. Trying to figure what the... So the car body design lacked the full-length walkways and of a true switcher. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And it became the design of this eventually inspired the next diesel, which was the more famous GP7. So let's take a quick field trip. So yeah, Wikipedia. There's our BL2s. So this inspired, because of all the issues they had with the BL2 and the lessons learned, it eventually evolved into the more famous for actual GP7s. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of BL2. It's just, it's such a cool engine. It's just one of those, you know, it's an ugly duckling. It never worked out, but, you know, we'll have one run on the way out. It's like my U-50s. I love my U-boats, the UP U-boats. We learn together. That's the great thing about it. We learn together. There you go. So, according to good old Wikipedia, I'll show you guys straight from the source. So, who had them? Actually, quite a bit. Hang on. Let's go back here. So the Bangor and Aroostook, Boston and Maine, Chesapeake and Ohio, Chicago and Eastern, Chicago, Indianapolis, Chicago, Rock Island, Pacific Railroad, EMD, Florida East Coast, Missouri Pacific Railroad, and Western Maryland. So mine is a Missouri Pacific Railroad, and I have numbered it 4111. I got to put the decals on it because they didn't put the decals on it, and it didn't have a row number on the box. So I said, you know what? Let me find a number that was prototypical and slap it as is. So yeah, I've got it. 4111 is what I'll decal this one to. And unfortunately, the BL2 that I've got here will be a Icey Railway exclusive. I won't be able to put this on my club layout because Easy DCC and this Digitrax decoder that I have do not cooperate whatsoever. It has a mind of its own. So yeah, if you want to know about the BL2, I'll just put this into chat. So that's the BL2. So yeah, it was thanks to the success of the companies of the FE units. The FE units in production were great at moving trains over the railroad. The car body made it difficult for locomotive crews to see the rear. So that's why they made it into that design. So it's basically basing it off the F3 and using the same bridge truss car body construction, the F units, with the body cut away behind the cab to provide a visibly clear to the rear. But yeah, as Randall said, it had all the issues with no benefit. Well, it had some benefits, but then all the issues. So they were scrapped. But see, that's the great thing about model railroading is that we can bring this engine back to life and see it run. Can't do that prototypically. Yeah, so I gotta get the car card made for the BL2 diesel. I've got to get it built for my Decapod. And then I've got like 2 or 3 freight cars I gotta complete the car cards for. Let's see here. How do I want to do that? Oops. Probably put that one up there. Let's put you over here. And the phone camera. We can kill that 180. There we go. Alright, so for a couple things coming up. Christmas Day, live streaming, a lot of videos, a lot of shorts coming out. We've got the conclusion of the Advent calendar. That's coming to a close. We've just got 2 more days left on our Mini Prince Train Advent calendar series. That was a fun series to do. And then we'll start wrapping up into the new year for 2024. So getting ready for that as well. I think I'll do some recap videos. Got some Icey awards to hand out. Yeah, I'm excited. I am definitely excited. All right, let's see here. I'll probably bring up the big one here. And we'll keep our Christmas tree up to the end of the year. And we'll sadly have to put it away till next year. Yeah. Yep. We thought about just keeping the tree up for like a holiday tree and decorate it for each big holiday. So maybe like January do like a Mardi Gras theme, February will be like Valentine's, but for all the decorations, it became taxing on storage, and so for now we just keep it for Christmas until we have a little more storage space. Yeah, that's cool. Stays up all year round. Christmas time, all year round. Nothing wrong with that. You know, I would keep mine up, but unfortunately, too, I want to put some modular scenery pieces in there because I want to put a city in that corner, right where that tree is. So it'll definitely be coming down. Oh, you have a live Christmas tree? Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. This one's this is a fake tree. For one thing, my wife is allergic to conifers, so this time of year, she's Christmas is rough for her because of all the live trees that people cut down and all that fun stuff. All right, let's go back to some more real fan shots here. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Yep, 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 yep. That's the truth. Absolutely. May have to bring that one down a little bit. That light down. So one view I keep forgetting about is the overview. Kind of represents a highway looking over. Keep forgetting about this view. I think this view will get a little bit better once we finish Harbor Point. I'll probably end up moving that camera over to... Yeah, I've got a better location for that camera in the future. Why are you doing that, camera? You know what? Let's just do this. Get you on the front. There's the decapod to the left right there. That's going to be working that branch line. And then I've got an SD45 Missouri Pacific that I've been trying to get on this layout, but I need a small decoder to do it. And it's like I ordered one from My Implant Hobbies, and good old USPS has lost it in shipping. So more than likely, Iron Planet Hobbies is gonna have to ship another one. Let's see. So we got the Atlas GP40, Scale Change River Counter C4400, or Scale Change River Counter C39. I want to see that C39, to be honest with you. That C39 looks really cool. So probably the C39, and then G40, and then the AC 4400. But that's just me personally. Yeah. Oh, I would love to see that Norfolk Southern one. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for Scale Trains to do the CPKC. That's what I really kind of want. I want that paint scheme to come out in HO scale already. Along with the Scale Trains pull power. Oh, it's going to be so nice. That's nice. My local carrier from time to time loves to lose my stuff. Because we have the community mailbox, and I hate community mailbox. I tend to lose more stuff in community mailboxes than I do normal mailboxes, which is annoying. That's why I get everything insured, and then I can contest it and all that crap. Alright, so I think what we're going to do, I'm going to attempt to park the BL2 here. Alright, let's go ahead and do some ops here. I'll do the turnouts. Let's do throw. We'll park our BL2. Alright. Turnouts. Close. And then let's get our 1219 rolling. Solid white stripe. Nice. Yeah, those are nice. Yeah, we'll do a full stream with the BL too. I just had the hinkering to run it today. But we'll do a whole stream dedicated to the BL2. And I've been eyeing getting a second one. There's one on the marketplace that I've been eyeing. Pretty good price. The final run. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's why I'm going ham on my GS4s, because I got West Pacific, I got a Southern Pacific coming in, and then I want to get the Freedom one. Because I just don't know when they're going to do another run of those again. I don't. But, yeah, I've got those coming in. Can't wait. Cannot wait. I'm becoming a big fan of Rapido. I got their E8 units for Union Pacific. Oh, they're just gorgeous. I got the DCC ready versions, and they're nice. They are heavy, like a Proto 2000 engine. The guts of it is designed beautifully. I am a big fan of Rapido. And the fact that I've got the GP7s that they announced, or not GP7s, their lineup of EMDs that are coming out. I cannot wait. Let's see. What will... Oh, yeah, the SD7, 9, and 10s. I can't wait for those to come out. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Possibility of the BN unit, yep. Man, we're taking a lot of field trips today. Yeah, Rapido, especially with these diesels, because that was kind of my big complaint with Rapidos, that they weren't getting into like transitional American stuff. And foot and mouth, because when they announced these guys, oh man, I was in heaven. We got the Bumblebee Rio Grande that I've got pre-ordered. I've got the Southern Pacific engine here. I got the Chicago Northwestern. Yeah, CSX looks good too. But these ones, oh man, whew, they are looking good. And here's those C30s you were talking about. Santa Fe, Burlington Northern. There's the Conrail. Yeah, if you're Burlington Northern, you're getting a lot of good stuff, yeah. Norfolk Southern. I wish you didn't mention the C30s. I'm falling in love with the UP one already. Oh, these are nice. Those are nice. Those are nice. And then what I'll probably do is get them. So even though they say DC silent, these are technically DCC ready with a 21 pin ready to go. So I may grab me a DC silent / DCC ready one. Yeah, that's tempting. Very tempting. Oh, but something I do need to grab. I need to grab those 3/4 dome cars. Because I found out I can still order them through Train World. I need to grab me one of those. Because I missed the early bird special. But I still want to get one. You know, Randall, you said it best. It is a great time to be an enthusiast. Because whenever there's a demand in the market, we've got all of these up-and-coming manufacturers that are covering that. So... IBC parts, yep, take it easy. Don't overdo it. Catch on a replay. I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm almost getting ready to call it. I got about like 5 more minutes in me. I was going to call it, so a few more laps and we'll call it a stream. But yeah, we'll definitely be back on Monday morning for sure. So Atherin, I've been falling away from Atherin a lot lately. The only thing I get from Atherin is the ready-to-roll DCC ready locomotives that I can slap a decoder in and go. But even then, I'm getting spoiled by Rapido and scale trains lately. And then I've also been getting spoiled in just DC engines and converting them over to DCEC. Like, I've been getting spoiled that way too. Like, my BL2 engine that I got running on this layout only cost me in total $75 to convert it to DCC. It's a great little DCC engine. Granted, it doesn't have sound or fancy lights or anything, but I am getting passionate about converting to DCC. But one thing I did quickly notice, there are some engines that you just, without a heavy rewire, you just can't convert to DCC. I opened up a couple of E8 units from Riverossi, and we're talking some old E8 Riverossis where it was only two-wheel drive. The motor is attached to the actual truck. And there are some that I think I have to disassemble the entire engine just to rewire for DCC. And so I pretty much deemed that I need to stay away from E8s from Riverossi because I can't convert them to DCC. It would be a giant cluster to try to do it. So yeah, I found that out the other day, and sadly, I have a whole bunch of E8 Riverossis. So they're gonna be shelf queens. But I think I actually have a C30. Yeah, I actually do. I have an MKD C30 old AHM that I'll be converting over pretty soon to DCC. It's on my projects list. It was a suitable candidate for DCC conversion. And so I've got a mini DCC buddy board along with another 21-pin decoder that I can put in there. But I'm kind of waiting on that one because that one's going to be the one that I fully put sound in it too. But that's on the to-do list. Definitely on the to-do list. All right, we'll give this engineer the yellow signal, meaning that we'll do one more lap after this one, and I think we'll close out episode 40. I think we're finally at the big 40 for the number. Yep, number 40. Yeah, mine came with decoders. I've got a the Rock U36C that had a decoder in it already. One thing I hate about Atlas though is their freaking boxes. I cannot stand unscrewing and screwing and so forth. Oh, no problem, Chuck. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. And Merry Christmas to you if I don't see you on Monday. All right. Let's go ahead and turn on that red signal. Have the engine creep in to the station here. All right, and there she is, the Broadway Limited 1219 Winter Special Edition steam engine, along with our winter freight cars. I take all the covers off, make sure I put Katie's on it. Simple as that. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. And so we're going to go ahead and call it a stream 440. Thank you so much for watching. Those of you who will watch on the replay as well. We will go ahead and again, as a reminder, Christmas morning is the next stream, 41. And we'll have a special 2023 Christmas train. I don't think you want to miss it. It's a good one. It's a good one. But anyways, thank you so much. See you on Christmas. Happy holidays if I don't see you then. And with that, go from there. See you on the next live stream.